Give them what they want, but don't become their slave. I'm making this video because I've recently gotten new subscribers on my channel. A new audience that's popped out of nowhere. Just about a month ago, I was pretty much talking to myself in these videos. And I have an audience now. I have people who are tuning into my content. Some people who are even looking forward to my next videos. Though it's a small audience, it's an audience nonetheless. And a mistake that I made earlier in my journey on YouTube, a few years back on one of my other channels, is becoming a slave to my content, becoming a slave to my audience. It's a trap many of us small content creators make, is falling into the trap of becoming a slave to our content. And there's nothing wrong with becoming a slave to your content if that's truly what you want to do. If you have other priorities where you genuinely just want to go viral. You're not out here trying to have, an emotional connection with your audience and all that fluffy stuff. You just want your videos to go viral, either because you want to have financial success, that's what you're aiming for. You have certain responsibilities in your life and you want to have a side hustle that makes you some cash. That's perfectly respectable and perfectly reasonable. You want your channel to be commercially successful. That's reasonable and that's perfectly fine. But there are those of us who have certain ideas that we want to bring out there into the world. And some of our ideas don't do quite well. And it's very tempting to chase your audience, chase your client base. This is an obstacle that I faced earlier in my journey on YouTube, on one of my other channels, my dance channel, where I was making tutorial videos, and those did quite well. They performed very well. I got new subscribers out of those. But I enjoyed making dance videos more than making the tutorial videos because, I didn't like explaining stuff. I didn't like teaching. I didn't like that whole process. I didn't hate it, but it's just not the kind of content that I wanted to produce all the time. But that's what people were tuning into my videos for. And it created this paralysis in me where it's like, what do I make? Do I continue making dance videos or do I continue making tutorial videos? Which one is it? Because each time I uploaded a dance video, there would be somebody in the comments saying, hey, when's your next tutorial video? I want you to make a tutorial video on this and this and this and that. And it's like, geez, man, could you at least appreciate, this video that I've just released? That's what it feels like. And then you upload a tutorial video and it's like, that's not good enough. They want more. They want more. When's the next tutorial video? Please make a tutorial video on this and this and this and that. Or some of your dance audience are like, hey, when's your next dance video gonna be? And it's like, you're already putting in hard work and effort into the videos that you're making, but your audience have no mercy. They're like, when's the next thing? We want it yesterday. We want it tomorrow. We want it last year. Rah! And it can cause a massive headache. I know a lot of YouTubers deal with that. Like one of my favorite content creators, the Big Les Show. He has a certain way of making his videos that take time. He takes months, sometimes even years of time before making his next video. But that his next video, his next show is going to be just wonderful. But his audience, when you look in the comment section, it's just full of people saying, when's the next thing? When are you doing it? And you need to understand that these people are often not saying this from a bad place. They love your content and they want to see more of it. But don't let their pressure take away from the authentic creative process that your videos go through to become the videos that they are, to become the videos that your audience enjoys. Don't let that take away from that process, because it's much more important. Because when you make videos from that place of pressure from your audience wanting you to release a video like yesterday, you produce like mediocre content. Like the stuff that you release is just, it's like half cooked. It came out of the oven too soon. And you lose that audience anyways, because like, oh, I enjoy the way you make your tutorial videos last time. And this tutorial video, your explanation is poor. Grr. And then they leave. You know, 1 minute they were pressurizing you, the next they say your content isn't as it used to be. It's like, which one is it? Is it up or is it down? Is it sideways or is it straight? That's what it can often feel like when you become a slave to your content, becoming a slave to your audience. And this is in anything in life. It doesn't necessarily have to be with YouTube. It can be in real life, you know, with certain clients that you may have. You know, you start a business and there's just this enormous pressure on you. And it's true that when you have a sale, you must pursue it while the iron is hot. Is it the stove when it's hot or is it the iron? It doesn't matter. You need to pursue that sale while the iron is hot. And that's true. But don't let that process, don't let that pressure take your eye away from the quality of what you produce. You know, and this doesn't have to be limited to YouTube. This could be in real life. You know, maybe you have started a business and you're almost chasing your client base in a way. You know, maybe you've opened up a restaurant and people are only buying one thing on the menu and everything else that you're selling, they're not really interested in it. It's not because what you've made is bad, it's just that you've attracted a certain type of client base that isn't really your client. You get me? Like maybe you're releasing videos on your YouTube channel and some of your videos have exploded, you know, like for example with my channel. The video that's exploding currently is the one where I talk about why it's good to make videos on YouTube, even when nobody's really watching your videos. That video is doing quite well, and from my assumption, I think the people who are subscribing and tuning in are people who are interested in YouTube, becoming a content creator, who are content creators but are small content creators. And what is this now? Does this mean that my YouTube channel should be about small content creation type of topics? How to become successful as a small content creator? Is that what the thumbnails of my videos should be now? Now that that topic, out of all the topics that I've spoken about in my videos, is exploding? Is that what my channel is going to be about? No. And you need to have the courage to be able to let go of that audience in a way. Because it's nice that they've come, but you're heading towards a certain direction. And I think some of the videos that I'm going to make in the future may be controversial in nature. And I think some of the people who have tuned in probably won't like that kind of content. You know, they'll be like, why are you talking about this? You're not the same anymore. You don't make your videos the way that they used to be. You used to be a small content creator, used to be very humble and you know, and it's very tempting to try to recapture the way you used to make videos. Recapture the success of a video that was successful. And it's a paralyzing experience. It paralyzed me for a long time on my dance channel, where it's like, man, I'm doing what my audience wants, but it's not good enough. Even then, they're still unsubscribing. You know, it's like you upload the very video that they wanted, but it's too late. You didn't upload the video on the exact specific time that they wanted, and they unsubscribed. It just feels brutal, bruv. Or maybe they lose interest in you because you're not talking about that topic that they enjoy. And I want to tell you that it's not that what you're talking about, it's not that what you're creating is unsuccessful, that what you have produced is bad content. It often just means that you haven't found your specific client base. You've found clients that are interested in a certain product that you have. Let's say you've opened up a restaurant, yeah, and you sell different kinds of food. You sell cake, you sell food, you sell ice cream, you sell alcohol. And there are alcoholics down the road. There's a restaurant over there that sells exclusively alcohol. And those clients happen to have come to your restaurant because they see that you also sell alcohol. And they buy your alcohol every single time. They enjoy it. They love it. But you haven't found your other clients yet who enjoy the kind of food, the kind of, interesting stuff that you sell at your restaurant, cake and scones and whatever. And your restaurant is full of alcoholics. Huh? You just have all these alcoholics drinking all your booze. And, what does this mean? That your restaurant should now change into an alcohol store, into a bar? Is that what this means? That now that you're having success in one specific area in what you're selling? Nah, you gotta chase these alcoholics out, tell them to piss off. I'm kidding. Nah, you don't have to chase them away. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all, bro. Y'all are alcoholics. Every single one of yous who've tuned into my channel, you're alcoholics. Get out of here, man. Get out. Get out of my swamp, you silly goon. But, you don't have to chase them away. Just have the courage to move forward with the things that are intrinsically motivating to you to create. Give them what they want in terms of know what you're selling, know what you want to sell, and know who you're selling it to. Produce something that attracts them and keeps them. And if you happen to attract an audience that's not really directly your audience, like what I said, you've opened up a restaurant and there seems to be a lot of alcoholics in your store. Enjoy that. You have clients at least. You have people who are enjoying what you're producing. Even if it's not every single element of what you're producing, enjoy them while they're here. They could have a taste of some other thing that you have produced. They could have a cake, a scone, whatever else that you're selling. And maybe they kind of like it. And just by them kind of liking it, let's say for YouTube's example, some of those alcoholics kind of like your other topics. The YouTube algorithm will see that and be like, okay, there's at least some kind of interest that's being generated here. Let me show this video to somebody kind of similar to this kind of alcoholic who's slightly interested in that topic. You see what I mean? Yeah. And if you happen to have an audience or a client base from those alcoholics that wants you to produce more alcohol, different flavors and different kinds of alcohol, you need to know what you're selling. Being a slave to your audience, it's not merely that you're going to be running around all over the place and exhausting yourself. No, it's that you're going to be directionless because people love what you produce for different reasons. And if you're hunting down and chasing every single reason as to why they enjoy what you're doing, it's going to be a mess and you're going to lose direction, meaning that you're going to lose all the momentum that you've built. It's better to lose some of your audience, some of your clients that are not moving in the direction that your business or whatever you're producing is moving in, than losing all of your clients, all of your audience, because you're trying to please everybody. With all that said, thank you for listening, and until all are one.